So go ahead and tell us first off about your new EP. Tell us about that.
All right. The new EP is called Wherever You Are. And, I recorded a record. I recorded 13 songs, and I want to release it in a certain way. And so the first EP is called Wherever You Are. And so I broke it into like 3 different groups that I was thinking about releasing it in. And this first one, I feel like, is a strong intro. The song Wherever You Are stands out to me as a nice pop song for people who maybe knew my prior work in the Click 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of I feel like it's a nice transition there, and I like this song a lot. And then there's some other vibes on there too. Mercy at Midnight's a cool song. It's a nice up-tempo song. I Will Come Back for You I love that song. That song's fun and unique too.
About that music though, I listened to all of your songs, and what's great about it is it's not just one song that's good, it's all of them that's good. So that's the best part, you know? So honestly.
I appreciate that. I mean, that's kind of how you write them. You write them to communicate, and like a song could be anything, but the concept of a song for me, in its final phase, needs to move the listener.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. It's great to hear that you're liking all the songs, and
exactly.
I hope it continues too. And there's a lot of it's going to be neat for the second. I'm actually pretty excited now because I just saw a video that I'm going to put out for my next song release.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Ooh,
You're gonna love it.
Excited for that.
But there's some there's a song that's going to be fun for people to hear that know, that have followed some of the stuff that I've done since the Click 5, and I'd Follow You is going to be one of the songs that I release in this next group. And I've always really liked that song, but for some reason, everyone I play it to, they like it too. I mean, like writers and stuff out here. But it didn't make sense the way that it was necessarily. So, but I know I liked the song so much and what it said and the chords and the melody of the song. And so what Matt and I did, Matt Radosevich, producer, is I just kind of said, here, Matt, run with it. And then we had some people come in, and you'll hear what we did with it. It's just so cool. And so it's not really fun for people who know that song to hear it in this new way. This is cool. Mm-hmm. And then the other version too is online anyway, so if people want to listen to the older version, they can. But so listen up to I'd Follow You and see how you like the new one when it's released.
Oh, absolutely. And then tell us, where does a lot of your inspiration come from when writing this music?
That's a good question. Well, this is my first record, so it was kind of hard to decide. Like, the hardest thing to do is to find out, what do you want to stamp, Mm-hmm. I like so many different artists and kinds of music that it's kind of hard to figure that out, but ultimately, this is just a number of old stuff, mm-hmm. which is just always with me, plus newer influences. But U2 has always been a real big influence for me. And it's funny because sometimes acts like that, they have a record that just you love, then you spend 10 years away from them, mm-hmm. and you still love it. And maybe it's that original record or a new one, but they're one of those acts that just, they're awesome. So that's been a real strong influence for this. It's kind of interesting, 9 Inch Nails was really in my head a lot too. And though it's the influences won't be overtly heard by certain people who listen to Nails, because there's obviously Trent has a very unique style, and I'm not trying to go for that, but there are things he does that I really like. Mm-hmm. For myself, I like listening to him and do his thing, and then there's things in there which is what artists do, everything's kind of out there and just play with things, and so that's in there. It's even funny, Savage Garden is another influence of mine.
Right.
Savage Garden's about as poppy as it gets, And I just love some of the songs they did. Truly, Madly, Deeply was one. And then the other one, I forget the song. It's like a Chicken Cherry Cola. I don't need a time Spain, Minnesota. You know that song?
Oh, yeah.
It's good. Ooh, I want you. I don't know if I need you, but ooh, I'm done to find out. Yeah. I'm done to find out. That song? You know that
exactly,
song.
I do.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, the verse of that song is so cool, and the production's neat and all that. But, so, they're an influence. Like, Our Lady Peace is an influence of mine. Rain is the vocalist, and I've always just really liked what he's done. And I think he writes really well. And, like, Jeremy Taggart, I believe, is the name of the drummer. Mm-hmm. He's just like, you know, he stands out to me. I always like when that happens, too. And they make really good music. But, you know, there's so many things. It's almost impossible for me to really get it all out there. But a lot of the influences, like, you know, they're even like Elton John and stuff like that, and Michael Jackson, you know. And it's kind of funny because, like, The Girl Always Wins is on the first EP. And there's things about that I hear, and I think it sounds a little Michael Jackson-esque. Mm-hmm. And I never intended that way, but it's just, he's an influence of mine, so you're going to have that, you know. Whether it's subtle, whether only I recognize it, but it's interesting when you do something to evaluate yourself and step back and go, oh, I kind of sound like that. Well, that makes sense. I like that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not a bad thing at all, right? Totally not a bad thing.
I hope that, I hope that my tastes are shared by other people, and even if, you know, you don't even like that kind of music, that's another interesting thing. I think if you try to do, you know, if you're inspired by the works of someone else, don't worry. If you are inspired, do as you think they did. It's going to come out different in yourself. And you know, people may not. It's funny. I like something. I will make something inspired by that, and that doesn't necessarily mean that someone's going to like it. So, or vice versa. You can swap those. Doesn't matter. But,
right.
But I hope you like it, because I mean, I think it's a fun bit of influences. I hope for myself that I've, you know, kind of got my head around some good music. I think I have, unless I'm just absolutely insane, which I don't think I am.
No. Well, you know what it is, again, with your music, it's not like one of those songs you just play and you're done. It's one of those songs you can replay over and over. You know what I mean? You just come back on your iPod and you're like, it's that good, and I want to listen to it again. And I'm being honest, so it's really good.
Good. Because what that means to me is I somehow put, like, an imprint on that, and there's something specific that I did that you're picking up on, and that's awesome. I mean, that's really what, you know, it's funny. Being out here and writing like I have, and worked with so many different kind of like producers for all kinds of different kinds of things, and the pieces start to come together, and it's just wild. It's wild to see. Anyway.
And tell us, how long does it actually take you to write each song?
You know, it's funny. Some of the songs like I'd Follow You. I mean, that song is like 2007 maybe. Mm-hmm. So that song is the one that I've had. And that took a couple different settings. I actually wrote I wrote the music for that in L.A., and then I was actually home in Indianapolis, and I finished the verses to that song, the lyrics and stuff, and the chorus. But and then songs like In My Head, you know, I kind of did that while we were in the studio, and it's funny sometimes, like, you know, the inspiration and inspiration versus work. I don't know how. Okay, in music, as I'm writing, let's say I sit down. It's not very formulaic, and how long does it take, for instance? Because if I sit down, like, maybe I have part of the song or an idea that brings it to like 90% done. And like that happens, just flows through, and it just makes total sense. That's it. But there's like a line that it's not right. Like I say something and it's like that's boring. That's a boring line. I need something more impactful. And there were a couple songs. War with the Wolves was definitely one of those songs. That's a perfect example of a song that I wrote on my acoustic, just kind of walking around. And I'm like, I love this. I know where this is going. And I heard it done. You know, certain songs as an artist, you know exactly where they're going to go production-wise, and certain songs you're not you're not totally sure. And if you were, then you maybe just self-produce whatever. But I don't always see. I don't always know. I know what a good song is from my perspective, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I can bring it to life like certain producers can. And that's why it's really important for actually a lot of people to pick people with those specialties.
See, but I'm not a songwriter. I just wanted to always know the melody comes first.
Oh, sure. You are. As a songwriter. Songwriter.
I just wanted to know if the melody comes first or the beat of the music. You know what I mean? It's so hard to decide what comes first in your head. I guess it just depends, right? I mean.
Yeah. For me, I would say that most of the time it's a melody. Why is that? It's just maybe the way my brain works. Lyrics, though, a lyric can be said, and it can impact me to the point of creating a song based on it, which is what happened with Mercy at Midnight. So funny, like, I played Dungeons and Dragons, okay? I played them my whole life. And I was in a gaming session as the DM, running the game, the Dungeon Master. So I'm back here, and my brother-in-law and my brother and uncle and cousin were all playing and stuff, and they were supposed to meet this fictional dragon named Mercy at midnight. And it wasn't until one of the guys said it, "Oh, we got to meet Mercy at midnight." And I'm like, wait a minute, that's a song. Because I love alliteration, Mercy at midnight, So I was like, that's a song. And that song just came quickly. I don't know, that inspired a whole song. And the Mercy being like, these feelings of like, wow, it's just this person, they just moved me so much, I gotta see him tonight. There's no substitute. That's Mercy at midnight. So yeah.
See, who knows where the inspiration will come from, though? You don't know.
Exactly. I mean, I think that the reason that I'm a songwriter is because I observe things, and I like to internalize it and figure it out and bounce it back at people. I don't know. Somewhere along the line, I decided that was either my job or I just took it upon myself. But so when you observe, you create this catalog of experiences, and then you just draw from that, and you interpret them, and you can interpret them in specific ways that maybe people haven't thought of before, and try to generate that feeling and put it into the song, which is why I like to sing, because singing is the ultimate instrument. There's no instrument that's more personal than the voice.
Absolutely. I think it's a talent as well. You were like, this is like your gift and your talent, you know what I mean? And then as well as expression, like you said, it's a great for expression. So
we all talk, we all speak. And even when we're talking, I mean, we are doing melody, It's there. It's just that singing is a different way of doing it. And it's also like, I even feel my speech is a little different just because I like to play with it.
Tell us also about your music video, Wherever You Are. Tell us how you like filming that, because it had the nice beach scenery.
That was cool. That was really cool, yeah. Johnny Lee, who is the singer of Frequency 5, it's funny, he got a hold of me as I was finishing up my record to play with him like a CD release party here for them at the Roxy here in Hollywood. And after the show, he goes, "I want to do your next video," and I said, "Let's do it." So he picked out this great location it was at Huntington Beach, and we met with some actresses, and Dana, we got her. She's awesome, and it was easy and fun. And the thing about the video is like, it's not a video of like, it's not too torn. The video is not too heart torn. It's like as if there was a heartbreak, if you will. It's a song about, I just want to be where you are. It's not like something terrible happened. So we didn't have to go through this thing and create some kind of a breakup scenario too much, but just a little something. But create the sense that these two people who just enjoy each other, and we want to show them in a nice environment and just show some band shots. And band shots are awesome, by the way. I'm actually looking at on my laptop right now, and there's a picture from the shoot, Little Icon, and what a great location. And that's fun. It's fun doing music videos because I didn't do that before, and it's like you learn so you learn so much. In the Click 5 music videos, it's funny because you see the differences, and there's a lot of talented people out there. There are a lot of talented people out there, and I can say that that's been one of the really fun parts of this experience, this whole like journey, you know, working with talented people in whatever way their talents are. And so Johnny Lee did that video, and he cut it up real nice and edited it. It's cool. It's a solid video. The next video is going to be a little different than this one. This one's very, it makes sense. You know, this video makes sense. This next video, not that it won't make sense, but it's more kind of like, so it's more symbolic, a little larger than life kind of thing. Really kind of playing around with stuff. And it turned out fantastic. I just watched it yesterday like a couple of times, just because, actually a couple of times would be me lying to you. I watched it like 10 times or more, because it's just great.
Yeah, well, again, like just listening to the music is one thing, but actually seeing it with a music video is like a whole different world, and we just like enjoy seeing it and then hearing it, and it's an experience in itself, you know, so. Like,
it's funny, I almost want to make videos because I want to see my songs come to life like that.
Yes.
You know, it is fun. It is fun, and I do plan to do that. I do plan to make a lot of videos, even for songs that. So you know, like if I release an EP, there's a good chance I will go back and do songs that have already been released and make videos for them.
Oh, good, good.
Because, like, it's like, why not? You know, it's especially with, you know, the way we can get all our information so fast. It's like, if we're listening to a song, whether or not we need to, wouldn't it be cool also to have an image?
Yes.
Maybe, you know, if you're looking on YouTube and stuff. So it's like, so yeah, I mean, I'd like to make as many. I mean, ideally have a video for all of them. It would take a lot of time, but then you gotta kind of prioritize it. But we'll see.
Okay. Well, hopefully, yeah, lots of music videos to come. That would be nice, because we're watching a lot of the space videos you have.
Yeah.
Love those.
Yeah, that's. You know what I decided? I feel like I've been behind the scenes for so long in my whole process of recording music and stuff, and I've been like so out of touch with fans and people, and I feel like that's the reason I'm doing this. So let me just have fun with it and do music and play and share and do all that stuff. So that time that has come for me, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. You know, and these are songs that most of these songs are a little bit older, you know, but songs that I love, and you know, I want to play those songs. Not that I mean, if there are requests and stuff too, that might be fun. I could probably do that, but I like the idea of kind of pulling, you know, these songs out of a jar, you know, that I enjoy, and share that with you guys.
Well, I like your Green Day song. Oh my gosh, that one is like the best one. I love that one.
So I played so many Green Day songs growing up. I mean, I probably know most of them from most of the records, even the really early ones. And actually, that's not true. I guess it stops with Nimrod. But yeah, certainly up Dookie, and before that, I mean, I love that stuff. So anyway, I'd love to probably just fire it up again and start playing all those songs. It'd be fun.
And then we were also going to ask you, since you have a lot of Click 5 fans out there, do you still talk to the guys, or do you keep in touch with them?
No, I don't. And that experience, minus the drummer Joey, I knew him before the band. That was kind of a self-contained experience. I've seen Ben Roman since, and that was cool. It was nice to see him, just because it's like another life, you know. It's, you know, how are you? You know, and it's because we were so familiar with each other. We lived together, we toured the world together, and it's like, so you have that.
Yeah.
And you know, while we weren't, well, they were very close, but while we all weren't together, all best friends, we were neither enemies or anything. We just were different people, and so it's cool to see them now. But again, I've actually only seen two of the guys, but yeah, I wish them well.
Well, we gotta actually bring up Taking 5. You know we have to, because that was like one of the best movies. We still watch it. It's like the best. Tell us your experience filming that movie. How'd you like it?
It was cool. Yeah, it was absolutely cool to film that movie. We went to, that was in Salt Lake, I mean, I've said this before, but the funniest thing is, like, it was freezing. So any of those outside shots, like, just know it was, like, cold. And I'm surprised that there wasn't more breath seen on the camera, but I guess it depends on the lighting and so on. But it was so cold there.
Really?
But, it was a cool experience. I mean, it was just like, it was a full-on crew and set and the direction and all that, and it was well done. I mean, it definitely was, like, for what it is, for kind of like, you know, this kind of like fun, kind of like teenish kind of pop thing. It did an awesome job. Oh gosh, I want to say Shauna Cross. Good if that's who wrote it, but I think she wrote it, so she must have, you know, smart of her for being tapped into that kind of girlish fantasy. No, girl, not girlish, but it's a boyish fantasy. Well, maybe it is, but you know, I've never thought about kidnapping any of my favorite. I liked No Doubt a lot. I never thought about kidnapping Gwen Stefani, but
Like, you sure never crossed your mind? No.
no, I wanted, of course, to meet her, but I didn't really want to steal her.
So it's a good movie, though. And tell us, do you want to do any more acting? Is that in your future to come, you think? Are you going to do that?
You know what? I gotta be honest. I don't really, I don't see myself, like, in that role. I like to act. I could totally do it if I had a role that I liked. I'm not really into, like, the romance type of movie lead man stuff. That's just not my life. That's not what I'm looking for, really. It's not. I would like to be like some kind of interesting off character in a sci-fi film. Something like that would be cool. Work my way into that if that was in the cards. But you know, music is what really moves me, and believe it or not, I get to act in my music videos. You see, so it's kind of like that's my outlet for expression that way.
That's true.
Very true. But you never know how those kinds of things come about, and if the right kind of person had the right kind of deal for me to do a part, I would definitely entertain it. Yeah.
That'd be awesome to see. Yeah. And tell us, would you do something like The Voice or American Idol? Do you watch those shows, or what do you have to say about those?
You want to hear some? I did an audition, and I didn't even get to do another song.
What?
This is cool. I'm glad you asked this question. The idea to do The Voice first came to me through my attorney, and you know, we thought it was like they thought it was great because, you know, it's good exposure, and I agree.
Right.
Ultimately, why I said sure, but I said no. I said no. I don't want to do it because I don't like what that does. The more I thought about it, I'm like, because I saw an episode and I saw these people getting to perform, and I thought, well, that's neat. I definitely would do that. I would do that. I didn't know the show was kind of a little reality, kind of back and forth and fighting. So I didn't really know that kind of stuff was in the show. But so I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I did an industry referral audition here in Hollywood, and I went into the room. It was kind of awkward. They go, just go right up to the stage, and I was like, I want to, like, shake people's hands and meet them, you know. So I did, and I said hi, and then I went up there and I did one song. I did Katy Perry, Hot and Cold. I should do that one. I'll do that one on the space.
Oh, do it, yeah.
And it wasn't the best performance in the world, but it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. For what it was, just a fun, like, acoustic thing of that. You know, running around on the stage and stuff, because I had Sean Cardy, who plays guitar with me. He came, he played, so I just kind of moved around and have fun with it. But she goes out, you know, thanks, we won't have you do another song. I was like, okay. Then I walked out, and these two girls were waiting, and they go, that was awesome. And I'm like, thanks, good luck, then. Nope, no dice. So, yeah. So I will not be on The Voice. I will not be on The Voice. But I do like the live performance element, and that'd be cool to be able to get that kind of an audience for a show. I mean, geez, to get those kind of eyes on your project would be a good thing.
Right, exactly. For promotion, it is great. Absolutely, the fan base you gain is definitely, that's it. So,
yeah, that's a lot of what it. I mean, that's the real kind of thing that's interesting that I'm discovering is I got the music part. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So I can have the music and I can grow with that. It's the how to get it to people and what that means and how to, that's a whole other ball game that I'm just kind of seeing now.
We're going to ask you also about your Twitter. Go ahead and tell us about that.
Especially Bill. It's really like the, I don't know, for some reason I feel like Twitter's nice to do just because it's pretty quick and simple. It's not too much because there's just so much out there, you don't want to get bogged down unless you're doing like research or something. But I think Twitter's a nice way to communicate with people. I mean, I don't have tons and tons of people on there, but I'm hoping that over time that can continue to build out. But it's enough to where there's some interaction, which is fun. But I do want to have, I think my YouTube channel is probably going to be a place where I can share a lot of stuff, and then of course I'm going to release official music, through major electronic distributors, and also probably make hard copies of the record, when I want to press that whole thing. So, I mean, I don't have to sit somewhere and go, oh, if I could only share that with people. Now it's like, share?
Yes.
Share.
Well, yeah.
5,000 people just can choose to click on that and see what's going on here. It's fun. It's neat.
think Twitter is great for music distribution for you as well. Like for any artist, that's great to get the word across.
Mm-hmm.
So, exactly.
I mean, I like it. A lot of people seem to do it, and for me, I mean, I think that like I don't really talk about. I do talk about personal stuff, but I try to keep it music related or worth something, worth saying, But it's amazing how people love that technology, that social technology. It's just crazy. And that stuff is so new. So it's going to be interesting to see where all that goes as well.
Well, I like it because usually I wouldn't know where to like find people's music or what they're up to. Normally, like what was like before Twitter? You know what I mean? It's like a whole different world.
No, here you go. What was it like before websites?
Before websites.
Before websites.
Exactly.
I remember a time before websites.
Right.
And a website, you hop on Google or your search engine and you type in something, and you can probably find its home base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that didn't used to exist,
And we actually have a couple get-to-know-you questions as well. So this is Get to Know Eric Dill. You ready for these?
Let's do it.
Okay, so first question is, go ahead and tell us your current celebrity crush.
My current celebrity crush? Jeez. I'm going to have to stay true to to my first time I asked this question and say Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, good one.
And the Avengers movie is awesome, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen her anywhere, like out and about, or have you met her?
No.
No. Okay. And then also tell us your favorite fast food restaurant.
Oh, favorite fast food. Does that mean it has to be bad for you?
Well, it comes with it, so.
Fast foods. You're talking like the classic fast foods.
Yeah,
like
McDonald's, Burger King.
If I had to, which I don't hate to have to because it is delicious and it's terrible, deliciously terrible. Probably McDonald's.
McDonald's. And
yeah.
It's good.
That Coke, man, that Coke is special.
Yes.
They do something to that Coke. Actually, somebody told me that they have the right to manipulate the levels just to get that specific thing. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me because I find the Coke to be particularly delicious in McDonald's.
It is delicious.
Isn't it?
It's so good. It's crisp and it just like you just want to drink it all. I know, it's good.
Anyone from Taco Bell is listening, increase the size of the straws. They're just too small.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
Those little Dorito tacos, those are fantastic.
Yeah.
Although I call BS on their commercial. They're like, Bill here took all his friends 130 miles to get a Dorito taco. It's like, no, he didn't. I mean, they're good, but I'm not leaving town to get one.
Exactly.
They're good.
Maybe for that McDonald's Coke, though. You might travel far for that, but...
Oh, well, Coke can be addicting. Yes, it can.
And
it's funny, too. Coke's one of those things. Coca-Cola, you know, it's like, I love it, but it doesn't always make me feel so great, you know?
Yeah. I know. So weird.
That to ourselves as people.
So, also, we ask everybody, are you a fan of Chick-Fil-A? Do you like Chick-Fil-A?
Chick-fil-A? Yeah, I like Chick-fil-A. Actually, it's funny. Chick-fil-A was like, when I was in grade school at St. Pius X in Indianapolis, we had these, like, special days where we would have, like, fast food, you know? And we would pre-order it, so they would just kind of have it all there for us. And Chick-fil-A was probably my favorite one. I loved when the school would get Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
It's good.
So I do like Chick-fil-A.
And we're going to ask you, this is a silly question, but do you like dill pickles?
I love dill pickles.
Coincidentally, Eric Dill likes dill pickles.
I do. I do. And I also like deli mustard and dill pickles. Mm-hmm. And I found a good combination. Gulden's. Goulden''S, maybe.
Okay.
That's the name of a really good deli mustard that tastes nice on pickles. Mm-hmm. If you're into that.
Sounds good.
I also like olives and pickles and all that kind of salty stuff. But yeah, wouldn't it be bad if I didn't like dill pickles?
Yeah, it would be, yeah. You just have to. It comes with the name.
It would just be a bummer.
It would. So luckily you do, though. That's good. That's good. And speaking of all this fast food, so are you like a healthy eater? Like,
you know, try to be 50-50. And I get in good habits and bad habits. Let's just say that. Sometimes I'm working out, eating right. Sometimes I take a break. I eat McDonald's, you know, those things. But you can't. You got to bounce back into the healthy routine. So I try. Let me put it this way. I'm conscious of what is happening. Very conscious of what I'm putting in my body, whether it's good or bad. You know.
Yeah.
So ignorance is bliss. No. Not really. Not really. Depends.
No. And
this when you're eating McDonald's.
When you're eating McDonald's. There you go. And then go ahead and tell us also, do you have a prized possession or something you can't live without?
Prized possession? You know, I really don't. I mean, I like things, but I like ideas better than things. I think I suppose Duke. My Duke boy. But he's, you know, is he a thing? I guess he's a thing. Everything's a thing, but is he a possession? Yeah, I'm his master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't live without him, so there you go.
Without him. You know, forget the guitars. I need my Duke boy.
Oh, there you go.
Of course, I gotta find a guitar then after that, but...
Okay.
If this place burned down, I would get Duke out.
Oh, good one. Good answer. And also then go ahead and tell us one thing we may not know about you.
There's lots of things you don't know about me.
It's true.
What you don't and what you do, I don't know that I know. So let me think. You probably didn't know that I could do this.
Ah, that's awesome. See, we didn't know that. Awesome. And then also go ahead and tell us, so you have your Twitter and Facebook and website you have as well?
Yes. So official E for Eric Dill. Not officially with a Y. Mm-hmm. Official E Dill, Twitter. And then my YouTube channel is also official E Dill. And then my website is ericdill.com.
Okay, awesome. And then is there anything else you want to tell your fans or anything else to expect?
Oh, yeah. I mean, more music to come and video to come. Could be soon. Just got to kind of decide how and when. Soon.